If you're watching this video, it's because you've thought what I've thought and tens of thousands of other people have already thought. How can you become the next Cletus McFarland? It's just a 6, TJ Hunt, or Street Speed 717. Now, I'm certainly none of those 4 people or anywhere close, but today I'm going to give you an idea of how to at least get started as being an automotive YouTuber. So today's video is going to be a lot different than what we normally do here on the channel. Today, I'm basically going to try to give you the best rundown that I know how to on how to start an automotive YouTube channel. I'm going to go over on what I believe is kind of the guidelines on how to start the channel, how to create your content, how to get discovered, and also I'm going to go over the negatives of becoming a YouTuber and the challenges you're going to face starting out from 0 subscribers. So I want to start with going over basically some simple guidelines or tips to get your channel started and getting your channel off the ground. So probably the biggest single thing to do is to find something you're interested in. Don't think so much of what other people are interested in yet. Find something that you're interested in. Mine was trucks. I was big in the trucks, still am big in the trucks. I liked building them, lifting them, anything it had to do with them, I enjoyed doing it. So I thought of how to take that concept and apply it to videos and content that I thought other people would like to see. So a common misconception about an automotive YouTuber is if you get started, you have to have a cool car or truck. Well, that's not necessarily the case. There's been plenty of YouTubers who have started out by reviewing their buddies' cars, their parents' cars, or even going to dealerships and asking to simply film a vehicle just to get some content and videos started on their channel. So building on what I said, picking something that you enjoy and applying it to content. When creating an automotive YouTube channel, you have to understand that if you're doing automotive stuff, you basically have to stick in the automotive world. Try to pick a theme with your YouTube channel. YouTube channels that try to do too much from the beginning often don't succeed. So if you're going to be an automotive YouTuber, you may not want to put your buddy's skateboarding videos on your channel. Stick to just the automotive stuff, because the subscribers you gain more than likely are there to see the stuff that you've been doing, the automotive content, whether you've chosen trucks, cars, motorcycles, anything that you're into. Normally your subscriber base is being built on something or a theme that you've picked. When you're first creating your first video, you got to understand that you're not going to end up with a perfect cinematic production. Everybody's first video is low quality. Normally you're starting off with an older camera hand-me-down. You may be able to buy a new camera, but your content and the way that you edit and film is going to improve as you continue to make more videos. So what I mean by that is learn from each video you do. You are going to continue to improve every single time that you make a new video and film new content, because you're learning new ways and new tricks to make, produce, and create content videos. So what I'm getting ready to say next is got to be the biggest part of this video. And if you take away anything from this video, take away what I'm about to say. Do not get discouraged. And what I mean by that is you can't expect to make one video and it be the viral hit. If you're in it to make that one viral video, I hate to tell you, more than likely you are going to fail. They call them viral videos for a reason. They blow up, they're only completely random, there's just happens to be what everybody clicks on, happens to watch, and if you're trying to create it or follow what's viral, you're not going to succeed here on YouTube. Stick with your content, continue to produce and improve, and create content that would get found on YouTube. Try to pick a catchy title. Try to pick a good thumbnail. Those are the biggest things to get people to click, is a title that grabs the attention, that has a meaning, whether it's a how-to or an informative video, and make sure that the thumbnail corresponds to the title or what you're trying to convey. But also keep in mind that the thumbnail is the first thing that they see when they see your video in a line of videos. It's normally what can be the make or break on whether somebody clicks on your video or not. So one thing to keep in mind, when somebody first watches your video, normally you've got less than 30 seconds to get them interested. If they're not interested in the first 30 seconds of your video with what you're doing or talking about, then normally they're going to click through, which is called the click-through rate, and click through to another video. So what I mean by that is try to showcase in the first 30 seconds of your video what the video is all about. That way, the people that are watching your video stay through the majority of the video to actually see what happens. So just to kind of give you an example of what I dealt with as far as my first videos when making the channel, When I first did it, I put out about 5 videos in about the first month and a half I created a YouTube channel. And I'll be honest with you, after I created the 5 videos, when nobody was clicking on them, I gave up. I kind of moved on, didn't think any more of it. A few months down the road, I looked back and found that the videos had gotten a few more clicks than they had, of course, when I put them up, which kind of got me re-inspired to start back and making videos again. So what I'm trying to get at is, when you start a YouTube channel, you have to understand that you're not going to hit it big right away. It takes time, consistency, and effort to grow your YouTube channel and to create content that people find, enjoy, and want to keep coming back and watching. One thing I want to hit on before I get into the negatives is YouTube and money. Everybody thinks about how much money you can make on YouTube, but nobody really understands how hard it is to start making money on YouTube. What I mean by all this is, when I started YouTube, I never even got my first check until a year and a half after I started making videos. And that check was for like $101. So the picture I'm trying to paint is, I worked for a year and a half and got $101 out of it. And the only reason it hit 101 is because you have to pay, they won't cut you a check until you reach a $100 threshold. On top of that $100 threshold, becoming monetized takes time. There's now, in YouTube is constantly changing the rules on how many subscribers you have to have, views, watch time, and stuff like that. So you even have to reach that point before you can even apply to get accepted to be monetized. So if you're coming into it with the ideal that you're gonna make a ton of money on YouTube, I would advise not even getting into it at all. You have to understand when you're starting out that you're not gonna get money right away, and it may take time before you even see the first dime of monetization. The next thing I wanna go over is the negatives of making YouTube videos. And mainly these negatives apply to when you're in the growing stage, maybe not when you first start out, but once your videos start getting views and people are watching your videos, a couple people a day and so on and so forth, these are the type of challenges you're gonna face. The biggest challenge you're gonna face when starting out with a YouTube channel, and even the big YouTubers face these challenges, is the haters. People are going to hate no matter what you do. The big YouTubers deal with hate every day, just like the little guys deal with hate every day. The problem is, the smaller YouTube channels, when you have less comments, normally you're more apt to see the hate than the big guys are. The point I wanna make when you start getting hate, or if you do receive hate on your videos, is understand that nobody that is trying to do what you're doing or has a successful YouTube channel or is trying to grow a YouTube channel is gonna hate on your videos. It's people who do not have a YouTube channel, who are not trying to go out and put themselves out in front of the public and make videos, do things, build things, or make content that the whole wide world can watch. The best thing you can do in these situations is to keep moving forward. If it helps you to delete those comments off of your YouTube video, you can do it as the creator. So the one thing that you need to understand is everybody deals with hate. You're not the only one. And if it helps you to block those people, remove those comments, which you can do as the creator, then do so. You have the right to do that on your video. The biggest thing I want you to take away from that is everybody deals with hate. I deal with hate on my channel. All of your big YouTubers deal with hate on their channel. You're not the only one, and just know that everybody had to start out from somewhere, and everybody had to deal with it before they got to where they were at on YouTube. The second biggest challenge you're gonna face is consistent content. This has been probably, or is currently, my hardest problem on a YouTube channel. To keep creating content that keeps people interested and being able to think of it and afford it. What I mean by all this is, to keep people interested, it can sometimes get expensive and overwhelming. Unfortunately, your big YouTubers, because they're so big, they get all these views, their ad revenue is a lot higher than people that have small YouTube channels. So they have the money to produce great content, buy new things, and do great things, and it makes it harder for when you're first starting out. I found that the best thing to do when you can't think of any more content is to just sit back. One night, maybe you're watching TV, you're sitting at your computer watching YouTube videos to get some ideas, get a notepad, jot some stuff down throughout the day, send yourself a text message, put it in your notes on your phone. If you think of a video idea, sometimes it can come at some of the most random times. Sometimes some of the best content I've created here on the channel is something that popped into my head while I was at work, school, or even while I was driving or watching another YouTube video. To wrap everything up, the biggest things to remember is don't give up. Stay motivated, Be confident, learn from your mistakes, build on your success, and last, but probably the most important, be you. Be who you are. Like I said, when I said at the beginning, find something that you're interested in and build on it. Your channel is yours. It's not anybody else's. Your channel is an extension of yourself, as this channel is an extension of myself. I show myself doing what I love to do. And I think everybody, in some form or fashion, no matter how big the YouTube channel is expressing their self, their personal self in their YouTube channel. And I think that's what makes a successful YouTube channel. I hope that this video helped out anybody that was struggling to start or even know how to start a YouTube channel, or even has created a YouTube channel and is trying to figure out how to make it grow. I know I didn't go over stuff like what camera to use, what editing software to use, and the reason being is there's so many routes that you can go with that it's not even worth mentioning. I wanted to touch on the biggest challenges that you were going to face when creating a YouTube channel, and I think that I touched on what most YouTubers would agree is the hardest or the biggest parts of creating a YouTube channel. I will be happy to answer any comments down in the comments section below the best that I can. You can also go follow me over on Instagram. It's at Austin04_Z71. You can DM me in there if you have more questions like about the cameras and editing software. I can do my best to answer those questions for you. I'm not saying by any means that I am some success story or I've got a big YouTube channel, because I don't. This is before I even had 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I don't know at what point you're watching this video and where I'm at with my YouTube career, but don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying or claiming that I know everything there is to know about making a YouTube channel, but I wanted to share my insight and what I thought was important to know and what I wish somebody would have told me when I first started making a YouTube channel, because what I've said is what I had to deal with alone. And although I watched videos on how to do stuff, it didn't necessarily tell me the stuff that I told you guys today. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I really hope you guys found the video entertaining and interesting. I know it's different than what I normally do on the channel. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. But take care and have a great day.